Hello, everyone. It's been 2 long weeks. Now I'm back. I'm working on a travel poster tonight for some friends of mine. And it's going to be of Manhattan Beach in California. And the first thing I'm going to do is sketch the whole thing out. Should probably take a couple hours. And then I'll work on the Illustrator. So let's start working on the sketch. Just kidding, I already did that. So we're just jumping right into Illustrator. Johnny, hello. Thank you for the burp. I said burp as if it was like a belch, but it was not. It's a sound that we make. BRRP. For those of you who are not on YouTube chat. Anyways, hello everyone. So this is the design that I came up with. It's based off of this photo here and a bunch others that I was sent for reference, and gonna try and make it look pretty nice. So let's get started. Probably do the text last. So we'll just start tracing things and go from there. So I hope you're all having a lovely evening. It's a call to arms. It sure is. I got the music working this time. So on a Mac, there is no built-in way to grab the audio capture or the desktop audio. So I have to use a program. It's called iShowU Capture, and it grabs the desktop audio and like makes it like an input so you can pull it in. But something happened, and I don't know how it happened, but it in the settings it was shown as not muted, but it was muted. So the whole time it was technically working, it's just it was muted and I did not realize it. So after pulling my hair out for like an hour trying to get it working, finally got it. And now we got some chill beats to go along with me fumbling my way through a travel poster. It's super video gamey. It is. I think I've said this before, but this is all thanks to an app called Pretzel, which gives you stream music that is copyright free. Although I did have a portion of... It's copyright free for YouTube and Twitch, but I guess not on Facebook, because I had a portion of my live stream muted on Twitch, or not on Twitch, on Facebook. So, guess I'm just gonna keep rolling the dice on that one, but... yeah. So yeah, these elements right now are in the foreground, and they'll be mostly silhouette. It's just to sort of give the idea that there is more to this scene than... It's just to sort of frame the scene. Part of the reason I love travel posters so much is that everything is just blocks of color. It's very stylized, very classy. I'm always happy to work on them. So we got some bulrushes here. Fun story about California. That happened to me recently. I had someone reach out to me on Etsy, and they wanted to buy a print, but they needed it. And this was like Tuesday last week. They were like, you know, I'd love to buy a print, but I need it guaranteed by Sunday. So I'm assuming it's a Mother's Day gift of some sort. And normally all of my prints, I have like a fulfillment company that prints them and sends them out, and normally they're pretty fast, but I can't guarantee everything because it's like fully out of my hands. So I was like, well, let me look into it. And then like even with mail, like the fastest Canada Post would get it there Monday. And then unless I wanted to pay like over $100 with UPS, it would not get there in time. So I did some more digging and found a print shop at like a local, like a town not too far from them in California, and was able to get it to them, and they delivered the print. As far as I know, I have not heard otherwise, but they were supposed to deliver today, so hopefully I don't get an angry message tomorrow that it was not delivered. But yeah, so made somebody's Mother's Day dream come true. Hopefully, I don't know. I have no idea if the quality is good, but you know, it was a rush job and I got it done. Talked to some guy on the phone that had the most stereotypical California accent I've ever heard. Basically like the SNL version of the Californians. But dude was super helpful and is delivering the print. So sweet. Quality's great, Jojo. Thank you, Tanya. And Tanya, happy early Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers out there who are listening, aside from Tanya. She already got her Happy Mother's Day. Thanks, Ton. I'll pass that on. I hope you're all doing something nice for your mothers for tomorrow. They deserve it. Ooh, I like this song. Heather says thanks, Joe. Heather, happy Mother's Day. Apparently hearing my voice is like hanging out at lunch once again. Yeah, I am very much missing being with people, and I miss every aspect of work that is not work. Not that I dislike my job, but you know, it's the people that make a good workplace. I miss them. Although our office is pretty good with keeping everybody in contact and chatting. So yeah, I got some nice palm trees here, and again, these will be in silhouette, so these will probably be a blue or a purple. Keep messing up this line. A blue or a purple. I might add a bit of a gradient on it. I don't know, because the sky is going to be... I think the sky is going to be a gradient, although that's not usually typical with travel posters. Usually it's like blocks of color to simulate a gradient, but like you can see like the actual definitions between each layer. But we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. Probably give a shout out to... Just 1 second. So on Etsy, go to The Strand Prince. That's who I'm making this this poster for. They have some amazing photos of California. And you should check them out. Beautiful prints. You can get them framed if you want, or you can just buy the digital copies. And they're beautiful, like I said. Do I like Illustrator better than Photoshop? Yes, I do. I feel like I have more control in Illustrator. Because everything is sort of like infinitely scalable. But right before I took my streaming break, I was using Photoshop more because I was
All right, let's bring that beat.
I got a tablet that I wanted to test out, and I was using that to actually draw. And while it is a lot of fun, it is everything is more permanent, I feel like, in Photoshop. Not that anything's really permanent, like you can go over top or you can undo or whatever, but I like working in Illustrator. I like that everything can be scaled to however you want, and like changing colors of everything is pretty simple. And I feel like I've used Illustrator more than Photoshop, which is probably part of the reason, but yeah. And it's like as a kid, used to draw a lot. And then when we got a computer, we had Photoshop, and I didn't have a tablet, and I just learned to draw with the mouse. And I used to make like little. I wish I could find them, but like I used to make like little movies in Photoshop, basically like animated GIFs. Of like Pokemon stories and stuff. But yeah, so I got very used to working with a mouse, and I feel like that has helped me more in Illustrator than in Photoshop, because like now I would want to use a pen, which is why I like using the tablet in Photoshop. But when I'm in Illustrator, it's just kind of like I'm freehanding this with a mouse right now, and I know you're all very impressed. That's why you're all tuning in. Oh, yeah. I feel like if you are a graphic designer, I mean, they each have their own place. If you're working primarily in photos, you should be in Photoshop. But anything with text, or anything that is sort of like a logo or like an icon or something, it's so much better to use a vector in Illustrator. You can blow it up to the size of a billboard if you need, or you can make it, the size of a postage stamp. And those are, as far as I know, the biggest and smallest things in existence. Speaking of stamps, broke out my stamp collection not too long ago. I know. Super cool guy here, talking about making animated GIFs of Pokemon and having a stamp collection. I was considered one of the cool kids in school, as you can probably imagine. But yeah, it was very cool to... I'm glad I still have them. I had a whole like Pokemon card collection that I sold at a garage sale as a child, because past a certain point the prospect of money was more exciting to me than collecting Pokemon cards. So I sold a bunch of stuff, and I kind of regret it. Not that I had anything amazing, but it's just kind of like neat to see bits of your childhood there. But yeah, I still have all my stamps. I have my little stamp club membership card. And I remember the day Heather had a stamp collection. Heather, you're the best. I remember the day I got in the mail a letter, a very like solemnly written letter from Canada Post saying, you know, because the stamp club was free from Canada Post to a point, and then they were like, we have to start charging for this, and they were like, if you would like to continue, please you know, send us some money. And I did not, and then that was the last time I received any stamp stuff. It's a damn shame. All right. As this is going to be the foreground, I think we can just color this in for now. So I'm just sort of blocking this off, and then we are going to select it all and go to Object, Live Paint, Make. Okay, so I think for now, I'm going to be tweaking the colors as time goes on, but I think I'm going to do like a dark navy. And these, the bushes in the front will be more of a, they'll all be blues, but different sort of hues. Hues of blues. Okay, and then we can turn off the stroke around it. And there we go. We're getting started. I don't know whether I like them being different colors. Let's see. I think I need them to be darker. Yeah, that one darker, and then we'll make this one a little lighter. There we go. Okay. Then now we're gonna start working on the beach.
What you have is nothing more than a
Yeah.
system of
Oh,
wires.
hit the microphone. Sorry, everyone. So we'll lock that layer, and we're just gonna make a layer underneath, and we'll just start drawing again. Just freehand.
Your friend, no more than the table you built it on.
So these will be all just little spots of in the sand to sort of mimic the look of the different shades of sand caused by footsteps. People tend to walk on beaches. So I've been biking quite a bit lately. I kind of fell into it. I was just kind of like, I remember I liked biking when I was a kid. Maybe I'll like it now. And my dad won a bike. It was a roll up the rim bike. I don't think he won. I think he won it at a curling bonspiel, but it's a roll up the rim bike. Like that was one of the prizes. And then when I became big enough, it became my bike. So that had been in my parents' basement for a while, and they were like, do you want this bike still? I'm like, yeah, okay. So I took it and started riding it, and I really enjoyed it. And then I've just been doing progressively longer and longer bike rides. And I did 30K just on Thursday, and it was amazing. My butt hurt quite a bit afterwards, and I was very tired, but I was very, very happy. So yeah. there's not much to do right now, so I'm enjoying trying to be as active as possible, which is not particularly on brand for me, but maybe it is now? Is this a brand new Joe? Nobody knows. Aw. Thank you, Phil, Heather, and Tanya. Yeah, it was nice. So, I live in Niagara, and I started at the Twin Flight Locks in Thorold, and rode along the Welland Canal Parkway all the way through Welland and into Port Colborne, and made it all the way to Lake Erie, which was amazing. And so that full trail is 45 kilometers, which I think is I'm hoping I'll get there, but right now is a little bit out of my reach. But were I to do the full trail, I would want to do it from Port Colborne back to St. Catharines, because those Twin Flight Locks are basically a mountain that you would have to go up. So yeah, I don't want to be going up that hill. I want to be going down. Get padded shorts for the sore butt. I did get padded shorts, and I wore that for the 30K ride. I don't want to look like a biker. I feel like I'm still pretty new to it. Like, I'm not at the point where I'm gonna start getting that fancy quarter zip t-shirt and everything, but I did get some padded shorts, and I wore them under my normal pants, and it did help quite a bit. So, pro tip out there, if you don't want a sore butt when you're riding your bike for long distances, all the padding you can get. The more padding you can get, the better. Alrighty. So as I'm going, this sketch, like, I did this sketch, and it's relatively close to what I want the final to look like, but as I go, I want to make sure that things aren't meeting at so like what I believe they're called tangents. So like when you're drawing, if you have sort of one item in front of another, you don't really want, I'm going to turn off the background here. So like you wouldn't want a line that comes out of this point for something in the background, because it's distracting to see two things end at the same area. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm not trying to remove any tangents that I have in my sketch here, so that it'll just make a nicer finished product. And it's not something that you might notice consciously, but subconsciously, or I guess your brain would be like, okay, that's a little strange. What happened? Where's my lines? What happened to my lines? Did I delete it? I guess I did. Whoops. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be sort of like white water to show sort of cresting waves in the water, but then, you know, the rest of the water will be blue, as water tends to be. And then this will be a sunset type picture, so the sky is gonna be like a nice red to orange, or yellow to orange. Yeah, so like here's an example. So as you can see here in the line that I drew, where I've put the pink line is not touching the palm tree, but in my sketch it does. That won't look as nice. So I took it out. And here, like this piece right here, I have touching. I don't want that, but I do want a little wave here. So I'll put it so it doesn't touch. But then if these ones are okay because they're a little bigger, and they're also not meeting at sort of a point. And again, I'm no, I say again, but I don't think I've said this. I'm no art teacher or arbiter of what is good or bad, but these are sort of things that I have picked up from other people. Tanya, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And you'll get to see the finished product in the next day or two. Hopefully I'll be able to get quite a bit of it done tonight, if not all of it. Happy Mother's Day again. So yeah, with because I'm using live paint, I need all of my shapes to be filled, or to be fully enclosed. So because if I were doing the pink lines on the same layer as the trees, I could leave it right there, but because I'm not, I just need to close that off, hidden behind the trees, so that when I go to fill it in, that's its own shape there. Okay. So I'm going to try and do separate layers for all of these different things. So I'll probably do a layer for the sand and the sea. And then I'll come back and do the stuff on the beach on its own layer, the pier on its own layer, and the rest. So I'm just going to work on drawing all my little squigglies for now. Because these are supposed to be, you know, fluid or in the water, trying to make them as organic as I can, which is why I think it is okay to be using the pencil here rather than, normally I would be using, if I want something precise, I would be using the pen tool to make Bezier or Bezier, however you say it, curves. But right now it's just kind of like, yeah, that looks like wave-ish. So in these instances here, I'm gonna start in the middle here and come out because I want this wave to be behind the pier. But because I need it to be sorry, I hit the microphone again. Because I need it to be a filled layer, or a solid shape, an enclosed shape. I'm drawing it into the pier. It'll make sense once I start doing the pier, but and then some of these will be sort of like the barrier for the pier, as if they are waves, crashing onto the posts or piers. I'm glad I got the audio working, or the music working, because then there is less pressure on me to be talking nonstop. I feel like when I worry that I'm not talking, it's like, oh my god, I haven't talked for a while. And then if I listen back, it's like literally 10 seconds past, which is okay. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do these bi-weekly, so I'll be doing this bi-weekly as in every 2 weeks. Not twice a week. Thanks, Dan. Saturday was good. What'd I do? Woke up, picked up some Mother's Day presents, and picked up breakfast at Mate, my standard Saturday morning. If anybody here is looking for a good breakfast spot, Mate Cafe in St. Catharines. It's my favorite. And they're all good folks. You check them out if you are able. Yeah, and then had a real dad Saturday. Pulled some weeds out of the yard. And then I bought one of those fancy stand-up weeder things where you just push it in and then you can pull it out and like eject it. And last week I made like a lawn bag filled with dandelions, and I happened to be outside when the garbage men came, and they were not happy. It's like pretty heavy, eh? So don't want to do that again. So I have been filling totes, just, you know, random totes with dandelions, and went to the dump today and dropped it in their lawn waste area, which is pretty. I'm always happy to go to the dump. That's my favorite thing to do on a Saturday. And after that, came home, mowed the lawn, and I had a couple bare patches in the lawn, so I put down some grass seed. And yeah, it's been pretty good. And now I'm here. And I have to remember to drink while I'm down here, because every stream I end up and I'm just parched. So please excuse me while I take a sip of my, what is this? Blackberry bubbly. It's good stuff. How was your Saturday, Dan? Thanks for tuning in. Also, Dan, I hope you were here when I gave your Etsy shop a plug, because I did. I can only assume you'll get the Joe Gottli bump, and you'll see sales skyrocket. I'm unfortunately unable to give myself the Joe Gottli bump, so it's a King Midas type situation. Not sure what I mean by that. Is this a King Midas situation? I don't think so. Everything I touch turns to gold. Okay, well, that makes sense if I'm giving people a bump. But if I guess King Midas can't turn himself to gold? That's the important lesson in that fable, right? I don't know. All I know is that there was that Skittles commercial where the guy's like King Midas, but everything he touches turns to Skittles, and he's just the most sad man. That has stuck with me, that poor man. He gets upset, tries to pick up the phone, and it turns to Skittles, and then he gets mad and he slams his desk, and then it turns into Skittles as well. So I watched a piece of cinematic history yesterday. Watched Broken Arrow for the first time. A movie that was always, I knew existed, but never saw. And boy, it was something. John Travolta's a weirdo. In the movie. I don't profess to know anything about him in real life. And it's by John Woo. Phil, who is tuning in or was tuning in, has been slowly getting us through the John Woo filmography. So we've been watching his Hong Kong movies, and we watched Hard Target, which was his first US film, starring the one and only Jean-Claude Van Damme. And then this was his second. We watched Broken Arrow. And then after that, he did Mission Impossible 2, which I remember watching that in theaters back when that was a thing. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. All right. So we have our basic beach and water shapes. So we'll make this into a live paint. And just start filling her in. So let's see here. Let's take a look at these colors. So we want a beige, and probably we'll do a beige and a brown, but we don't want it to be too boring. We want the color. It is meant to entice people to come here, as if it were a real travel poster. So we'll amp up the colors a little bit. I love using live paint. It's just makes everything so much easier. Okay. Now we'll get a bit of an orange. I might come back and tweak these again, like I've said with the trees and everything, but this is just to give sort of a... Oop. Give us a general idea of how this will look. I'm starting to think that maybe this front part of the sand, where I have all these footsteps, might make this all this orange color, and then make the footsteps even darker or invert them. But I'm not sure. We'll see how this looks once I zoom out and sort of take it in. Take it in a little larger. Take in the full picture. Okay. And then the water. I think I gotta do a couple different layers of the water. So for that, what I think I might do, let's just bring a line across here. And we'll go into effect. Where is it? Distort. and roughen. And I want it to be smooth. And yeah, I want the line to have a bit of randomness to it. Okay. And we'll do a couple different lines here. Do the same thing, apply roughen. And then we'll do another one further back. Basically, I don't want these lines to interfere with the little spots that I've made for the white water or the waves. Okay, apply roughen. I think these are a little too tall in terms of... There we go. Yeah. So, yeah, because like I'm gonna have the horizon line, so I want probably this one to be completely horizontal, but these ones down here maybe should be on an angle so that they meet, that they're closer to the angle of the beach I have down here. And then maybe I'll expand it a little bit over here. Yeah. Okay. So now I will take those, expand appearance, add them into the live paint. And do I have? Yeah. Okay. So near the shore, we're gonna want pretty aqua colored water. And we're just slowly gonna get more blue as we get further out. Okay. Nope. So just fill these in. So we'll use one of the lighter blues to fill in the waves in this area here. And then grab this aqua, go even lighter, almost white, but not quite. And that'll be towards the shore here. Okay, let's turn off strokes. Yeah, that's coming along nicely. Although now I have some tangents, so I will take care of those. Johnny, you're back. Welcome. Johnny, when I came to visit you out in LA, was this the beach we went to? I can't remember. We went to a beach, what, it might have been Venice Beach. I like it, but I think I need some white water actually coming out onto the sand, as if it's the, what do you call them? The flotsam and jetsam. It's a Peter Gabriel song with the words. That's the only reason I know that. You got a tangent. We gotta fix them. Okay. The one thing that is kind of annoying about freehanding with the pencil when you're drawing in Illustrator is that it creates the curves for you, and they're not always the best. We went to Venice Beach, okay. Well, I have not been here, but it seems lovely. Okay, so we are going to... So the nice thing about live paint is that you can jump into it, add new lines, and then come out of it and fill it in. So in a couple spots, I'm gonna want this white to extend onto the beach. Not everywhere, but just so that we can see sort of that there is waves making it onto the beach. The surf. It's just a couple spots there. So we'll cut those, jump into the live paint, paste them in, and fill them in. And then turn off the lines. Yeah, I like that better. I think I need to make this. Oh. Ah, no, it's alright. Okay. This is coming along. Very happy with this. Okay, so now we are going to have, like in the picture, we're going to have the nice mountains in the background, and then a orange to yellow to blue sky. So we might do just... I'm going to try a couple different ways for the sky, because I want it to... I want to try and keep this as authentically travel coaster as possible. So I don't know whether a gradient would make sense, or would be the right call here. So we might do a couple different just bands of color, but and I'm just pulling pulled the line art above everything just so that you can see where the rest of the stuff is going to be as well. Okay, so enough talking. Make a new layer, and we're just going to rip a line down and then draw our mountain. So the mountain I want to be completely hidden behind these trees here until it comes out. So there we go. Okay. All right. And then we'll just draw. Also, this is all completely behind this layer, so you're probably not seeing too much on the stream right now. So my apologies. Give me a moment, and it will be back. Okay, there we go. So, select all that, object, live paint, make. Okay, so turn off that top layer. Yeah, so there you can see that's where our mountains are gonna be, and I'm just gonna fix. I don't like just these little spots here. There. Yeah, I just these little windows where you would see the background. Some of them are okay, but some of them I'm not. I don't like. Like right here. Just gonna bring this down. Oop. There. That's better. Do I like that one? I don't think I do. Okay. So we are going to delete some anchor points here. There we go. Close that in. Oop. There we go. I think that'll be better. And then okay. I don't know if I'm crazy about these blues in the water. So let's make it. Yeah. I might come back to that. But okay, let's color these mountains in that sky. So I'm gonna do sort of a reddy gray for the mountains. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, and then so we're gonna go orange to yellow to almost a white to a blue. Like this beach, I'd go there. Thanks, Johnny. Okay, so let's see. Where am I gonna have the text? So I want. Let's do this with just bands of color first. So we want. Let's do something nice. We'll do one band ending right in between the two sets of words. And the same thing below here. So where I've got the, what do you call these? Guides. Where I've got the guides is where I'm gonna be putting the text. So we'll do blue, a white, a yellow, and an orange. Okay. Hey. Thanks, Johnny. Okay. So we'll go orange. We'll go pretty vivid with the orange. Maybe this needs to come up a little bit. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll add one more band sort of halfway down the mountains. We'll go even closer to a red. Yeah. And then we'll go into a yellowy orange. And then we'll go to a light yellow, which will then go into a light blue. What do I think? Might be too plain. Let's try a gradient with these 4 colors. So we'll go there, and there. You are not seeing any of this, but you will in a moment. Please bear with me. Just building a gradient right now. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now you can see it. Rotate that 90 degrees, and we'll try and... Does the gradient tool let you choose where things are? It does. Okay. So I want the orange there, the yellow there, that there. Let's see. Do I like this better? Clear that out for a second. This in. I don't know. I feel like maybe I... Let me see if I can flip between the two. Whoa. Whoa. Jeez, sorry, hit the microphone again. Okay, so there's 1, there's 2. Let me pull in a travel poster. See how they handle sky. It might be just because I don't have any clouds or anything, but I am seeing, yeah, so like, let's, you know, pull this in. That's using a gradient. Am I just thinking too much about this? I might be. Okay, let's stick with the gradient. I might add some clouds, but maybe when the text is in there and everything, it won't be I just feel like it might be a bit of a cheat. I don't know. Okay. There we go. I'm very much liking this, though. I'm quite happy with how this is turning out. Okay, so let's do our bird. The most important part of the design. Forgot to deselect the gradient, so it is currently filling the bird as I draw it with the gradient. This is not what it will be using. It will be probably the same blue as the trees to tie it all together. Look at that beautiful gradient bird. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's smooth him out a little bit here. He's a little jagged. So that's one jagged bird, they'd say. This song is reminding me of an album. I guess an artist. Mort Garson, who is like one of the big names in like the history of synthesizers. And he put an album called Plantasia, which is all of the songs are written for plants and plant lovers. So they all have names about plants. And this is reminding me of it. It's a great album. I highly recommend it. Okay. Yeah. Do I? Let's try adding, making this we'll add as if it's further back. I just feel like you're not getting the oomph I want for the footprints down here. So basically I want to draw an organic line that will encompass all of these footprints I have here. Okay. Oh, I didn't do that in the live paint? Oh, I'm not in the right live paint. Ah. Oh, I just didn't extend the line far enough. There we go. Okay, and I got too many points here. Clean up these curves a little bit before I fill it in. And I might not like this even, but we'll give it a shot. It can maybe go through that bulrush. We'll see. Okay. And then do I make these lighter or do I make them darker? Let's try them lighter first. You're all here for this super exciting experimentation. Okay, we'll try these lighter first, and then fill in this whole thing with the dark. I don't like it lighter. Will I like it dark? Let's find out. We might be going back to where we were moments ago. I just feel like maybe because I don't have anything on the beach yet. I think it just seems bare. Like it needs more. Needs more. Okay. I think I like this. Okay. And I'm just going to add in. It's too plain right now. So we'll add some extra little goobly goos. Along the edge, just to make it. Let me get out of the live paint to do this. Okay. So we're just gonna, just so that the edge doesn't have, it's not just like, here's where it ends. Like I want it to be similar to the other areas where it's just kind of got some little bits in and some little bits out. Just, you know, this is a poster of a beach. I feel like I should put as much time into the beach as I can. I want it to be nice. And, you know, we'll probably redraw this line as well, just to give it a little more variation. I like the general idea, and I like the way the colors are working. So we'll just stick with it. Johnny, thanks for joining. You have a great night. Okay. And then let's come back here. Boy, this is a long line. Oh boy, oh boy. We're almost there. We've almost made it to the edge of the page. There we go. Now, I should be able to select the same stroke color, cut, paste it in to the live paint, delete my old line. There we go. And fill in the little doobly-doos that I made. Turn off the stroke. There we go. I like it. I do like it. Okay. But these guys I might bring down. The ones that are close to the edge. I don't know if they make sense anymore. Is that gonna be? Yeah. Yeah, so bring that so it's not going through a bulrush there. Is that even the word? Is that what they're called? Bulrushes? Oh well. Wonderful. Okay. So let's do this text. I always like working on text. Okay. So we will throw a layer right on top. And we're just gonna start going. Should probably set it up so that you can actually see it. There we go. Okay. Okay. So that's where all of our midlines are going to go to. And we'll just go. Geez, this song sounds like a connecting. Yeah, no, that is too high for the midpoint. So we'll do this. Unlock the guides for a second. Bring this guide down. And bring this down. There we go. Lock the guides again. I think that works better. I don't know whether I'm going to stick with these points or square them off, but for now we're just going to stick them or just leave them as is. But we're using these guides for our top, bottom, and center lines so that everything will line up. Obviously, this is not the color I'm going to be using either. Just trying to get the letter forms done. I think it's Life Size that has a call connecting sound like this.
I think that's pretty.
I'm getting very strong deja vu with this song. Okay. Manhattan. B. Okay. This needs to be centered more. Go.
You guys are so good at that.
A. Okay. Apologies for not talking. I'm in the zone, I guess. Okay. Object, transform, reflect. Reflect that horizontally. Pull this down. There we go. Connect these two. There we go. We got ourselves a C. Bring this over so slightly. Just to ease that curve a little bit. Nice. Okay. So let's turn off the... Okay. Do I like the points? I might like them if they lined up with the flats. So let's try. Is this not connected? No, it's connected, right? Okay. Okay. Thanks, Matt. Yes, the beats are back. I figured it out. Yeah. So one thing that I learned early on is that if you're trying to line up curved items on a line with items that are straight, you want the curved items to go a little bit above or a little bit below the baseline, because if you don't, they end up looking smaller, even though they are the same size. I don't know why that is, but it is. It is what it is, as they say. Okay, I think I like that. So let's make a copy of it, just so that I can have the working file in case I need it. And expand, and then we're gonna fix the bottom of these A's so that they line up with the baseline. just make copies of them. I'll do it once and then copy it over. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna want to kern this a little bit, which just means adjusting the spacing between the letters. I'll sort of fake it first and then go in and fine-tune it. Ooh, this is a nice track. It's very, very powerful. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, select all the items in a word, and then in distribute spacing, I'm gonna do horizontal distribute spacing within the selection, and that is terrible, so we are not going to do that. So we're just gonna eyeball this completely. So I think because these A's are so wide, I might want them to actually connect with... Did I mess this up? Ugh. Okay. These are not on the line properly. There we go. Now they are. Okay, so I think I want these to actually connect with the verticals of the letters beside them. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And I want these all to be pretty tight, but not illegible. Yeah, I like that. I like it. Okay. And then... these guys are below the line. What is going on? Get on the line. You're fine. Okay. I think that'll... will that connect? Yes, it will. B-E-A C H. That's how you spell beach. Okay. So we'll group that and put it on the center, center it on the page, and let's work out the vertical spacing here. I do kind of like the idea of it going behind the tree a little bit there. The gradient is all not lined up. My goodness. This stream's falling apart. Okay. Bring this over. Wonderful. Okay. So we'll bring this layer below the trees. And I don't like that, so we're going to... when I say that, I mean this point here, ending I don't like that. I don't... what am I trying to say here? I don't like this little window here. So we're going to close the window. I think maybe this needs to come out further and it just goes fully behind, yeah. There we go. Manhattan Beach. So I don't know if I like that color. Well, I know I do not like that color. So let's try just a white. Is it gonna be visible enough on white? Maybe. Maybe. That's too much. I want it to be a different color than the... Don't want it to be that. I want it to be a different color than the trees. I don't want it to blend into the trees. It needs to be... It'd be nice if it was one of the other colors from... Well... I don't know. Let's keep it white for now. Manhattan Beach. Okay. So now let's add the... Okay, we'll hide that for now. Come back on here and we'll do our California, USA text. I currently have it stretching all the way across, but I might have it start after the tree and go over. But we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. So let's make a new layer. Okay, I'm just going to use the... We'll just make a circle and then Pac-Man it to make it a C. Okay. We're gonna hide the trees for now as well. Should have made note of what stroke size I used for everything in the other words, but I'll figure it out. Okay. So just figuring out where the 45s are from the center, and then on the circle, adding extra points, and then deleting this point. And we have a Pac-Man currently, but boom, we got a C. Okay. How exciting. Let's do our A. I'm gonna bring this below the line. Bring this so that it's touching. And then let's figure out... Maybe we'll have low lines on the bottom text. So we got it so high up at the top. Okay, let's just turn the top layer on for a second and figure out what was the stroke size. 7 point, okay. What do I have? 6 point. Okay, let's make that 7. And now we can figure out where we need to put, or where we can put lines so that everything lines up nicely by adding extra guides. Kali. Fornaye. Whoop. I find as of late that I have been in Illustrator, it's been easier to accidentally add curves to what you want to be a straight line, if that makes any sense. So like when you add a point. Ooh, that I do not like that. Okay, let's maybe that's not gonna, maybe the mid line will not work for everyone. But I do like how that A looks, so we'll keep that as is. The O we will make circle, just like the C was, but we'll resize the C to fit. I'm having difficulty speaking. You'll have to excuse me. Okay. Oh, beautiful. I don't know why I'm doing this over the layer. Because I'm really not following what I drew at all. But it's there, so... Do I make this super tall? Maybe? I don't think so. Maybe this, maybe, okay, let's try and find a nice medium, or a median, between where I have the F and where I have the A, so we can get everything in the same line. Do they need to be in the same? No, but I kind of like when stuff does that. So let's bring that up to there. Bring the A. Okay, lock the guides again. And then maybe bring, now if I bring the F down? Yeah, that's okay. I like that. Okay. Now we'll bring the R up. Yeah. I like it. Okay. Do our N. And move these guys so that the point is touching the top line and baseline. California. Need another A down here. Now to do an S, which I struggle with every time. S's are weird letters. It's just all curves. Okay, something like that, I think. So I wanna try and match this. Center line. Okay, we'll leave that for the moment. Make a U. Okay, let's hide the overlay. See how we're looking. Oh, that S. Oh boy, that S. Do I have it maybe just straighten out? Maybe add an extra point. Whoa. What is happening? Okay, bring you down. Just soften that a little bit. Bring this back so that it lines up nicely. And then I think maybe if this... Yeah, kind of like that. We'll make some periods. Will be the same size as the strokes. You. Maybe I'll do in between. And I should have one at the end. Yeah, no, we'll bring these down to here. Okay. And again, we'll make a copy of all of these just so I have a copy of the strokes. And then expand them so that they are actual shapes rather than strokes. And now I can clean up. Get everything on the right. Get everything on the baseline nicely. Clean up this R. California. USA. Okay. And then we'll turn our commentaries back on, and let's just clear all of the guides for now. Okay, and then turn Manhattan Beach on. And then some select our California, USA, bring it down. So I want this to be in line with the above. So yeah, the end of the USA. Okay. And then let's bring... Okay, let's do some kerning here. Oop, need that. Okay, that does look good, but I do want to spread these out a little bit. So let's line this up with something above. So let's say we want it to line up with that vertical. So we'll bring the C in California over a little bit. Think that USA is good, but we'll bring everything over a little. So we'll try moving everything over 5 taps. Because if it was kerned nicely before I do all this, and then I add an equal amount between everything, it should remain nicely kerned. Okay, a little bit more. So let's do 5 more between each letter. Whoop. I like it. Okay, and I kind of like that pink, so I think I'm going to keep that. I think that Manhattan Beach needs to be a different color, though. But what? Does that become pink as well? No. But maybe something... Maybe a darker? Yeah. Maybe. Very indecisive. Okay. Yeah, so kind of like a purpley pink. I like that. Okay. We're making some headway here. Let's check the chat here. Nobody's talking. That's fine. Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna move the mic a little further away from me because every time I turn my head, I hit it with my head. Which is fun. Okay. So let's do this pier. Okay. So we'll do a new layer. And we will bring this across. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make basic rectangle here, and then I'm gonna make one here, or one like post, and then just copy it and use that for all of them. So we're gonna flip that line. There we go. So now we got that, 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 and that. Just use it all the way along. Keep it nice and consistent. Okay. Then we will extend these lines a little bit where it makes sense. We're gonna tweak this guy a little bit just so that that will be so yeah, some of these will be or look as though they are in front of the waves. Some of them will look as though they are behind. Thanks, Dan. As you were the one who asked for this, I'm glad you're liking it. I worry. Okay. So now we're going to add some curves here. You know what? Where we have the ones that are supposed to go behind here, let's just use the actual lines. So we'll hide that for a second. And then we will grab you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And paste you into the pier layer. And then we can fill that. Oh boy, what did I do? I lost my blue. Okay. It's alright. A little lighter than that. Okay. And then, so yeah, so those will go behind, and then these will just add little squiggles to show that there is there's water here. These piers go into the water. Okay. Okay, there's that. The handrail I'm gonna do separately, so we'll just do the little building up here. Okay. And then draw our little pennant at the top here. Okay. And then do a live paint. Okay, so let's clear our guides. So I'm gonna do a blue, but I'm gonna make it a little more gray because it is in the distance, but I want to have a little bit of like a connection between the silhouettes in the front and this in the back, because this is primarily in silhouette as well. The building will not be, but the piers themselves. Oh. Forgot to enclose my shape. The thing I've been talking about all night. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna make, so that flag sticks out. We're gonna make it completely white so that it is visible. And then let's check our reference to see. So we got a reddy brown top, and then we'll do a light yellow and a light blue for the building itself. I know it's white, but just given the sunset and given the it's in the distance and the lighting and everything, it's gonna end up looking like that. So we might be able to reuse this blue. It's too late. Let's go a little bit more blue. Okay, and then we'll grab the sand color and make it a little bit white. And then we're gonna grab the mountain color and we're gonna go more red. And that'll be our roof. And then we will turn off the strokes. There's our pier to start. We still got to add in the handrail and add in the street lamps and everything. I think this is a little too tall. It's a little too heavy, I find. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So now we are going to want some strokes that is the same color as the piers themselves, and I'm gonna use a brush on those. I'm just gonna use a blend to give us the amount we want. So object, blend options, we'll do specify distance. See, that's too much. So we'll reduce that, or we'll increase that. I think that's okay, but I think they need to be thinner. Yep. Okay. There's that, and then we'll add the top rail. And add the brush to that. Are there two rails? Can't really tell in that picture. Let me just take a look at a take a look at the pictures. There's 3 or more rails. No, 1, 2, there's 4 rails. I think that would be too busy, so we're just gonna do 2. Take some artistic license here. Maybe 3. No, we'll just do 2. Okay, so there's that. Then we will add our flagpole, which will be the same brush as below. Okay, and you know what, we'll add a line here just to show like a bit of an edge to the building. Bit of an overhang just to make it less perfect. Okay. Right, and then we will add our street lamps. So where do we have them? So down here, so I'm gonna have them coming out of the posts. There. 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 And now we're gonna mimic like they are on both sides so they get closer together. Okay. Let's turn this off and then make sure that we're spacing these relatively evenly. Why is this a different color? Is that not? I grabbed it for some reason. I have a different color. Okay, let's make these the same color. There we go. Okay. And then we will just add... Nope. Something that kind of looks like a dome. But it's just gonna be a brush stroke around it. Build. So yeah, up close it looks awful, but from a distance, I just want a little bit of that ragged. And it is 11 o'clock, so I think once I finish this, I'm gonna call it a night. Because it has been 2 hours, and I didn't finish it, but got dang close. Is it a different color? Is this a different color than this? Yes. How does that keep happening? Okay. Select these. Make you all the right color. Okay. Getting sloppy. Okay. bring this in just a little bit so that that doesn't go over the edge of the poster. Whoa. I love the fine. Alright. There we have it for now. There's the majority of it. So we're going to unlock all the layers and clear these guides. And get it nice and centered. Fit artboard and window so that when I do my time lapse, I have a couple seconds of it actually on screen. And there we go. That's what we did for tonight. So pretty good. I had hoped that I could get all the way through this, but fate seems to have conspired against me. It's because I spent too much time on this beach and the footsteps, but pretty good. Did pretty well. So all that's left really is these volleyball nets, the lifeguard station, and the surfboards, but we'll do that another time. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for the opportunity to make this, and yeah, have a great night, everyone. Happy Mother's Day in an hour to those on the East Coast. In North America. I know in England they have a different Mother's Day. Anyways, happy Mother's Day. And thanks for joining me. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.